Hi, I'm Max McGurk with Nichols Marine, and I'm right here with Chris Byrd. He is Chaparral's Midwest Regional Rep. And one question I've got when there's a lot of people out there looking for a 28 to 30 foot boat, the first thing I've got to ask is, why Chaparral?
It's a great question. I get that question often when I travel around the country, working boat shows, working dealer events. And when you think about Chaparral, 2025 is going to represent our 60th year in business, and that's rare in today's world. These boats are built in Nashville, Georgia, which has some of the finest people that you're going to find that come to the plant every single day with the intentions of building a premium product and delivering it to you, our dealer partner, and ultimately giving our customers the best experience in a premium brand that you possibly can have.
Yep, that's a great point. So he spoke about premium, and so one thing I think as a dealer at Nichols Marine, I think about upholstery as a very important part of a boat. It's always a piece that's always worn and sat on and used. Can you tell me a little bit about the upholstery?
Yeah, no, we take a lot of pride in our upholstery. As you know, we use a silicone-based product. It's 100% natural. We cut that product in-house. We sew it in-house. We do all that in-house. But the upholstery, we spend about 2.5 to 3 times more on our upholstery than our competitors do. And the reason why that's important to us is, to your point, if you put 200 hours on this boat, you would have spent 200 hours in the cockpit of this boat. So it's the most looked at, touched surface on any boat. And so, spending those dollars is important to us. We want something that not only looks good for the durability of ownership, but we want to have something that feels good and gives you that luxury feel. And our upholstery does exactly that.
Fantastic. One thing that many of our customers talk about are the innovations that Chaparral provide. And one of my favorite features is the tower that sits above us. Can you tell us about some of the what went on to put this together for our customers?
Yeah, so as you go through the Chaparral product line in general, and you start looking at what makes Chaparral unique, what are the unique features, because unique features is what really separates us from our competitors. Hard tops in 26 to 30 foot boats that retract very easily. For this year we've introduced the new HTX, which, as you guys saw on the 267. But that's just one component. We talked about the upholstery and that being exclusive to Chaparral. You guys were out doing video earlier of our Infinity Swim Step. That's an award-winning feature for us. It's the industry's best swim step off the swim platform. Every competitor is doing something back there, but nobody does it quite like what we do with the multiple steps, and gives you just tremendous easy access in and out of the boat. If you have somebody that's a little bit older, or if you have a pet, it's unbelievable what that Infinity does for us. So
absolutely. So the other thing I was going to mention is we're sitting aboard the 30 Surf, and I've been on this boat before and surfed it myself, and I was astonished to know how well this boat surfs at 30 foot in comparison to a normal V-drive surf boat.
The surf craze continues. Particularly families that have younger children. People want to surf, and the surf is not going away. It's here to stay. But being able to give somebody a platform that they can go out and surf, wakeboard, ski tube, do all those water activities that your family wants to do, together. But when that's said and done, and the rest of the family wants to get into a nice bow rider, something that offers a comfortable ride, lots of space, plenty of shade, maybe go have dinner at your favorite restaurant, whatever it may be. It's you need to check out the Chaparral Surf. Having a dual-purpose boat is really popular and continues to gain momentum.
Absolutely. One thing I really like about where we're sitting right here, we've got a great social zone. And so not only is it in the cockpit, the social zone, that we can all sit down, have a conversation, a cocktail, but in the rear we have the Oasis social zone, which is at the rear of the boat, and we're finding that most of our customers are wanting to spend most of their time on the back of the boat. You have the rear stereo controls, you have the Infinity Swim Step, and just a nice comfortable spot.
No, it's an important part of the boat, right? So if you're going to go cove out, the stern of the boat becomes a huge gathering spot. It becomes a big social zone, and so having that big patio back there with that swim platform, You know, we do full beam swim platforms. We give you a ton of depth with the length of our platforms. You know, it just becomes a gathering spot for everyone. And so, you know, when we sit down and design a boat, it's one of the things that we've become really well known for. It's just the size of our platforms, and it's by design, you know, because we know how important that part of the boat becomes when you're anchored out. And so we spend a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of focus back there, and we want to make sure that we are doing it the best. And so that's why you have the Infinity, that's why you have the full beam, large swim platforms, that's why you have the Oasis Lounger. That becomes a very critical part of the boat when you're anchored.
Fantastic. Yet again, this is Chris Byrd from the Chaparral Factory. We have a full lineup of surfs from 26, 28 to 30-foot Chaparral surfs. Please come see us, nicholsmarine.com. I'm Max McGurk. My cell phone number is 918-231-9343 if you'd like to demo this boat with me.